Morning students, now we are going to learn finding the square of a number. See, there are different ways by which we can find out, but here we are going to learn by using the formula like a plus b square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. By using it, we will find out what square of the given number. See here 23, so we have to split the number 20 plus 3, so 23 square is equal to 20 plus 3 square is equal to 20 in bracket. 20 is multiplying what? 20 plus 3 plus 3 in 20 plus 3. So it's a formula like such: a plus b square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. By using this formula, we'll find what square of the given number. Then after, see the next one, other patterns in squares. 25 square, so 620, 25 25 is 625. So 2 multiply 300 plus 25. 2 3s are what? 6. 3 4s are 12. Then after 75 square, so see here, by the simple way, 5 5s are 25. And after 7, which is the next number? 7 8s are 7 8s are what? 56. So what we get? 5625. By using this technique and tricks, we will get what squares of the given numbers having a unit digit is what? 5. Right? Now then after Pythagorean triplets. Now 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 9 plus 16. 3 3s are 9. 4 4s are 16 is equal to 25 is equal to 5 square. The collection of numbers 3, 4 and 5 is known as what? Pythagorean triplet. So 6, 8, 10 is also a Pythagorean triplet, right? 6 square plus 8 square is equal to 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. So is equal to 10 squares. So again observe that 5 square plus 12 square plus is equal to 25 plus 144 is equal to 169 is equal to what? 13 square. So the number 5, 12 and 13 form another such triplet. So that also we are going to learn over here. So can you find more such triplets? For any natural number m greater than 1, we have 2m square plus m square minus 1 square is equal to m square plus 1 bracket over square. So 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 forms a Pythagorean triplet. Means we can say are the what measurement of the different sides of a right angle triangle, because when we apply the Pythagorean, if we have a right angle triangle, by using this we can find out Pythagorean triplets. Now see the exercise 6.2. Find the square of the following numbers. See the first one, 32. Now 32 we have to split very first. So we get form like, so 30 plus 2, right? Now what we have to find out? Square of it, right? So 32 square. So now 30 plus 2 square. So we can say a plus b square, right? So what is an expansion form of it? A square plus 2ab plus b square. So it's a, it's a b. Suppose a square, so what? 30 square plus 2ab, so 2. A means what? 30. B means 2 plus b square, 2 square is equal to 30 square. So 3 3s are 9. Then after how many 0? 2 0, right? So 900 plus 2 3s are 6. 6 2s are 12. So 120, right? Plus 2 2s are 4. Now 900 plus 120 plus 4. So 4, 2, 9 plus 1, 10, 1024. It's our answer. So we can say the square of 32 is 1024. Now see the second, 35 square is equal to 30 plus 5 square, right? Is equal to 30 square plus 2, 30 multiply 5 plus 5 square. So 3 3s are 9. How many 0? 2. Plus 2 3s are 6. 6 5s are 30. 300, right? Plus 5 5s are 25. So 900 plus 300, 1200, right? Plus 25 is equal to 1225, which is the square of the given number 35, right? As it is, find out for the remain 86, 93, 71, 46. Split the number yourself. Suppose 86, so 80 plus 6, 93, so 90 plus 3, 71, so 70 plus 1, 46, so 40 plus 6. Got it? Now second, write the Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6. Example number 2. Pythagorean triplet whose one member is, first one, 6. Look at the figure. So we come to know well about it. As we learn, and it is given on the page number 98 in our textbook, 2n hypotenuse is n square plus 1, and another one leg measurement is n square minus 1. Look at here, 6 is given, so 6 is what here? 2n is equal to 6. Therefore, n is equal to 6 upon 2. Therefore, 2 3s are 6. Therefore, n is equal to 3. Right? So, here 2n, so what? 6. Now, n is equal to 3. So, n square minus 1 is equal to 3 square minus 1. So 3 3s are 9 minus 1. So 8. So its measurement is what? 8. Right? As it is n square plus 1. So 3 square plus 1. So 3 3s are 9 plus 1. So what? 10. So what is the Pythagorean triplet over here? 6. Therefore, Pythagorean triplet is equal to 6, 8 and 10. Understood? Good. Now, see the next one. 14. 2n is equal to 14, right? Therefore, n is equal to 14 upon 2. So, 2 7s are, therefore n is equal to 7. Second, n square minus 1. Therefore, 7 square minus 1. Therefore, 49 minus 1. Therefore, 48. As it is n square plus 1. So, 7 square plus 1. 49 plus 1. Therefore, 50. So, what is the Pythagorean triplet over here? 2n, so 14, right? 48 and 50. Pythagorean triplet. Understood? Now, next one, 16 and 18. So, we'll explain you last one about 18. Now, 2n is equal to 18. So, n is equal to 18 upon 2. So, 2 9s are, so n is equal to, 9. Now, another side, n square minus 1. So, 9 square minus 1. So 9 nines are 81 minus 1. So what? 81 minus 1, 80, right? As well as n square plus 1. So 9 square plus, so 9 nines are 81 plus 1. Therefore 81 plus 1, 82. So what Pythagorean triplet over here? 18, 80 and 82, right? So all of you understood how to find out Pythagorean triplet over here? Sure? Good. Now square root. About it already we are very familiar, right? As well as finding square root through prime factorization, as well as another one method is what? Division method. We have two different methods. Now square root is the inverse operation of what? Square. Square root of a number is denoted by, see here, this sign. It's a sign of what? Square root. Got it? The square root of a number is that number which when multiplied by itself gives what? Same result. Suppose 5 multiply 5, 5 5 is what? 25. So square root of the given number is what? 5. So it's a what? Inverse process of the given number. Understood? So there are two different methods to find out square root: prime factorization method as well as division method, right? See the first exercise 6.3. What could be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following numbers? See 9801. So as we have learned, the possible digit at one's place of the square root of 9801 can be either 1 or 9. 1 or 9, right? Now next one 6. So what? 4 or 6. Again 1 is given, so 1 or 9. Now 5. So what we get? 5 only as a unit digit. That or at the beginning of the chapter already we have learned it, right? Now second, without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect squares. See numbers and with some different digits having not a perfect square like 2, 3, 7 or 8. The number ending with what? 2, 3, 7 or 8. 2, 3, 7 or 8 can never a perfect square. See the first one, 153. So what's a unit digit? 3. So we can say it is not a perfect square number, right? Second, 257. So unit digit is 7. So it is also not a perfect square number. 408. So what is the unit digit? 8. So it also cannot be a perfect square number. And last one, 441. So what is the unit digit? 1. So we can say it is a perfect square number. Just for your knowledge, if unit digit is 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9, so it has a what? Perfect square number. The ending digit, yeah, we can say unit digit, right? A perfect square. Number having a ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9, so we can say it's a what? Perfect digit, a perfect square number. Now third, find the square roots of 100, and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. Example number 3. 100 minus 1, 99. Right? 99 minus 3. So what? 96. 96 minus 5, 91. 91 minus 7, 84. 84 minus 9, 75. 75 minus 11, 64. 64 minus 13, what we get? 51. 51 minus 15, 36. 36 minus 17, 19. 19 minus 19, 0. So therefore 100 is a perfect square. Therefore square root of 100 is equal to 10. See how? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See here, what is asking? Find the square root of 100 and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. See here, we have to subtract the given number by using odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 9. Till we get 0, we continue carry on our repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction. Understood? And whatever number times, so we can say it is what our perfect square. See here. See the next one. Number is what? 169. Which is the next number? 169. So 169 minus 1 is equal to 168. 168 minus 3, so 165. 165 minus 5, 160. 160 minus 7, 153. 153 minus 9, 144. Right? Now 144 minus 11, 133. 133 minus 13, 120. 120 minus 15, so 105. 105 minus 17, so 88. Right? Now 88 minus 19, so 69. Now 69 minus 21, 48. Now 48 minus 23, 25. Right? 25 minus 25 is equal to 0. So now how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can say what is the square root of the given number. Therefore the square root of the given number 169 is equal to 13. So all of you understood how to find out? Sure? Good. Now example number 4. Find the square roots of the following numbers by the prime factorization method. So total 10 numbers are given. Out of them, we'll explain you 2 numbers because last year already we have learned about it, right? first 729. I think main is your homework. Now first number 729. Now here test for divisibility are very important. So unit digit is 9, so number cannot be divided by 2. But now let's try with 3. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. So 18 can be divided by 3. 2 3s are 6. So 1 is remain. 4 3s are 12. 3 3s are 9. So 243. 3s are 729. Right? So now 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. So can be divided by again 3. Right? So 8 3s are 24. 1 3s are 3. Now 27 3s are 81. 9 3s are 27. 3 3s are 9. 1 3s are 3. Right? Therefore 729 is equal to 3 is repeated how many times? 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to make a group of 2, 2, right? So is equal to 3 square multiply 3 square multiply 3 square is equal to 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27. So we can say the square root of the given number 729 is 27. Now we'll explain you example number 7. 5929. Okay, 5929. Now let's see the factorization. 5929. See what's a unit digit? 9, so cannot be divided by 2. Now let's try with 3. 5 plus 9, 14. 14 plus 2, 16. 16 plus 9, 25. So cannot be divided by 3. Right? So unit digit is 9, so it cannot be divided by 5 also. Now let's try with the 7. 5929 divided by 7. 7 sevens are 49. 0, 1, 1, right? 7 7 tens are 70. 7 11s are then after maybe sorry, here 7 8s are 56, so we carry on again, do the calculation. Sorry, 7 8s are 56. Now 9 minus 6, 3, 0, 2. 7 4s are 28. 7 5s are 35. So 7 4s are 28. So 12 minus 8, 4. Right? 9. 7 sevens are 49. So 847 sevens are 5929. So definitely it can be divided again by what? 7, right? So now 847, sorry, 847 divided by 7. 7 ones are 7, 1, 4, 7 twos are 14, 7 ones are so 121. 121 sevens are 847. Now 11 11s are 121 and 1 11s are 11, right? So therefore 5929 is equal to 7 multiply 7 multiply 11 multiply 11 is equal to 7 square multiply 11 square. Therefore the square root of 5229 is equal to 7 multiply 11. So 7 11s are 77. So all of you understood how to do the prime factorization? Sure, good. Onwards from example number 52, will continue in next period. So remain is your homework of example number 4. Got it? Okay, bye.